Tonight, the New Orleans manhunt after nearly a dozen inmates escape a jail near the city's French Quarter. Officials say the breakout took place overnight, though it took over 2 hours before the public was made aware. Their absence discovered during a head count this morning. In all, 10 inmates escaped. One is now back in custody. The sheriff saying the men received assistance in their escape from individuals inside our department. The early investigation revealing they may have also taken advantage of low staffing, inoperable surveillance cameras, and defective locks. 5 of the men were being held on murder charges, 1 convicted. Officials tonight retracing their escape route and warning those nearby of potential danger, which is where we start with Priya Schrader. Priya, good evening.
Good evening, Lester. That's right. The Orleans Parish Sheriff is now saying that there are at least 200 law enforcement personnel assisting in the investigation on the ground. Tonight, an urgent manhunt ramping up for 9 inmates considered by authorities as armed and dangerous, still on the run, escaping from a jail 2 miles from New Orleans' popular French Quarter. 5 charged, 1 convicted of murder, most awaiting trial on serious felony counts.
There is no way people can get out of this facility without there being some type of lapse in security.
The sheriff revealing that Orleans Parish Justice Center was placed on a lockdown at 10:30 p.m. 10 inmates were able to exit their cells because of defective locks, breaking through a door at 12:23 a.m. They then exited the jail at 1:01 a.m. through a hole in the wall behind a toilet seen in these photos. One photo showing writing that appears to say, "Too easy." Authorities saying the inmates used toiletries to remove some of the bolts. New surveillance video released by the sheriff late today of several inmates trying to break open a door. You can see here the inmates escaping the facility through a dock door and running across the interstate.
This morning, after investigators became involved, they subsequently found clothing that they shed in that neighborhood.
2.5 hours later, sheriff's deputies discovered the inmates missing at a routine morning head count, according to the sheriff. Tonight, the sheriff saying short staffing in the jail and inoperable security cameras to their escape.
We have indication that these detainees received assistance in their escape from individuals inside of our department.
So far, just 1 inmate, Kendall Miles, is now back in custody. The sheriff's office saying deputies found him hiding beneath a car in a hotel parking garage in the French Quarter. Now the sheriff's department facing scrutiny about how this could have happened.
There were supervisors on duty. There were lower level folks on duty, and they all had a job to do.
The state attorney general calling for a full investigation, writing on X, quote, "Someone clearly dropped the ball, and there's no excuse for this." Authorities also scouring the public for any information and also offering this warning.
If there is anyone who is harboring or helping these escapees, you will be charged.
Authorities just released new video of the escape. What did it show?
The sheriff saying late tonight that 3 of their employees have been placed on administrative leave. Authorities are also offering up to a $5,000 reward for any information that will lead to the inmates' capture. The police chief also said earlier today that she's offering protection for any of the victims of these men's alleged crimes and also any witnesses who may have been preparing to testify in their upcoming trials. Lester?
Priya Schrader tonight.